All right. So I read a book in one night. It's a novella, but still, I could not put it down. There it is right there. Avonwood Exodus by Chad Lutzke. First thing I'm going to say about the first thing I'm going to say, I've told Chad this too. That deer crossing, you don't cross the deer around the curve like that. You're gonna get killed. The deer's gonna get hurt. You don't put the deer crossing that close to the curve of the road. Anyway, I will say I've known Chad for many, many years. I speak with him on almost a daily basis here on Armand's Opinion because he's usually in my YouTube live chat. And for those who don't know, he quit writing for a considerable amount of time. He stopped. He just was burned out. He's got no ideas. I got nothing I want to write. I'm going to do other stuff. And he did that other stuff. And then he kind of got back in. He snuck back into the writing game. I know this book was released by a limited edition Thunderstorm Books, which does a phenomenal job. They did my tool shed, which is hiding behind that post there. Limited edition copy. So this book came out through them, and then Chad said, "Well, I'm putting the book out myself, print version, and I'm going to do an ebook version." And the ebook version, I said, "Is it going to be on Kindle Unlimited?" I'm a huge Kindle Unlimited reader, huge. And he said yes, and it down as soon as it downloaded on Friday, I believe, I downloaded it. I had other things to read all weekend, finish up, and then last night I was like, you know what? I'm going to start this book before I go to bed. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read. And I ended up just reading the entire book. All of a sudden I was like on my Kindle Fire, and then that's it. It's over. Did I like it? Yes. Have I read other Chad Lutzke books in the past? Yes. Does this review or any review have anything to do with the fact that I like the author as a person? None. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if this was a bad book, I would say this book was crap. What are you doing? So that has no bearing on anything. Again, Armand's opinion. My opinion of this book is I don't know what that noise was. And I'm leaving it in. I liked it a lot, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a Chad Lutzke book. Because if you had handed me that and you said, here, I'm not going to tell you who the author is, I could immediately 3-4 chapters and be like, this sounds like a Chad Lutzke book. So there are a lot of things in it. You know, you have a lot of characters that are flawed. We start off with a couple of kids. It's a trailer park. There are many people that live in this trailer park or come into this trailer park. I like that it's a simple story. It's like told over the course of a few hours. I mean, it's like one night really. But we get all the points of view of all the different characters, the back and forth. I wouldn't say it's like a Pulp Fiction movie type of thing, but there are backtracking in the story for characters, which is pretty cool. You kind of get the other point of view. Chad is a great writer, and he strips away all of the excess. I mean, like I say about myself, he's a Pulp Fiction writer, and then he gets to the story. He will give you characterization. But he's not gonna. There's not gonna be five pages of what the trailer park looks like. You know what the trailer park looks like. you just as a reader, this is not going to be some fancy, pretty trailer park. This is that trailer park that your mama told you not to go to when you were a kid. That your mama said, don't hang out with people that are from that trailer park. That's the trailer park. We have alcoholics, we have meth addicts, we have criminals, we have thugs, we have every bad, basically person you can. They all live in this trailer park, but they're not just contained in just this trailer park. They're all over the place, and it's a focal point. Okay, but the reality is these are just bad people. These are some good people making really bad choices, which makes them bad people, and then there's just really bad people. There's just people that have no redeeming quality in this book, but they are so well written. They are so well conceived that you're rooting against them. Okay, like you're literally halfway through this book. I'm like, if everybody in this book is killed, I will not be sad. Like that's the kind of that's that noir. If anybody survives in here, it will not be for the better. If any character in this book has an epiphany or straightens their life out, it will not be it will not be a life-changing happily ever after event. There is no happily ever after in Chad Lutzke's books for the most part. Now, I say that, and as I say that, and I'm not going to edit any of this, most of his books do have some happy, some things. Skullface Boy is a phenomenal book. I've read almost all of his books, and they all have some redeeming qualities and whatnot. I guess they have it in here. I'm not going to say it's like all just, I guess I'm not going to say like at the end of the book, the trailer park gets nuked. You know what I mean? There's nothing that big and grand in this. It's just minor characters. These are the characters that you don't normally use as your main characters in a book. These are the prostitutes, the thieves, the meth heads, the drug addicts, the pimps, the jerks. These are the people that are the side characters. What Chad did is which he does often, he took all these side characters and he said, what if they were the story? You almost feel like you're reading this, and it's like all of the main characters, all the characters you were expecting. You're expecting the cop, the hero, the person who's going to get out. All those characters are not in this book. Okay, they're nowhere near this. They're down the street doing their thing, and they're in somebody else's book. And these are all the characters that you don't normally talk about. These are the characters that you don't give them more. You don't breathe life into more than a few pages. These are the people that you walk into a convenience store and you have 2 pages of the meth head trying to buy a soda. Chad Lutzke, that's your main character. That character is the character that he is writing about, that he wants to give to you as a reader. And it works because he's a great writer. And I know like Neon Owl, one of his books, phenomenal, loved it. And when he told me, I'm not going to write anymore, I was really crushed as a reader. I was like, no, I want more. I need more from you. So I was very excited about this book. But then you're like, well, how, when did he write this book? He hasn't, he retired. He hasn't written. Is this a trunk novel I'm just going to throw out there? Is this just going to be, you don't ever want to read something and go like, you should have not put this out. This shows me he's back. He still has plenty of ideas, and he still has a lot to tell. And I don't know. Are these characters that he's met? Are these real people? Are these based on people? I know as a writer, we tend to do that. We tend to breathe life into people that we know, um, parts of people that we know. Maybe he doesn't know these specific people, but he's probably met somebody along these lines. When you're a writer and you're pulling from the ether, you're getting ideas, you're getting characters, you're getting it doesn't just it's just not magic. It just doesn't come out of nowhere. You've run into these people, you've heard about these people, you've seen them on the news, you've seen them at the grocery store, you maybe this was a friend, a cousin, a dad, an uncle, whoever. These people, and it's written the way Chad writes. It's written like he knows these people. I would be very surprised if to find out that he's like, I don't know any of these people. Like, none of these people. These are all just completely made up people, and I've never encountered any of these type of people in my life. I would be surprised because they're so well written. So, is it horror? No. Is it crime thriller? Yeah. Is it noir? Yes. There's a lot to unspool in this, and you have to read it. I don't want to give spoilers. I don't want to get into specific characters and whatnot, but it's a breakneck pace. I think he said it was like 28,000 words, so it's a novella. You're gonna run through this thing, and again, well written, and I hope we get more and more from Chad, more stories like this, more stories like he's written. This definitely is in that wheelhouse. There's a great intro by Robert Ford, great author in his own right. And so I think, you know what, this is a book that you are going to want to. If you're a Chad Lutzke fan, this is a no-brainer. If you're brand new to Chad Lutzke, this might be the book. This is a book that crime thriller fans will like. This is a book that people who like dark fiction will like. There's no easy way any of these characters live in this world. So check it out. Read it. I think you will be quite happy. Again, it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's also on, you can get the print version is out there, and or you can just buy the ebook, any of those things. And I'm going to give it a rating. There's the book, Avonwood Exodus by Chad Lutzke. Ignore the. I know I drive him nuts when I say it, but you don't put the deer crossing. The deer are going to get hurt. You move the crossing down so they don't get run over. Chad also does his own cover on that one, which is a great cover too. It epitomizes what the story is, really. I mean, it's that good. Rating. I'm going to give it a 4.6 out of 5. 4.6. Is it the best Chad Lutzke book I've ever read? No. Is it the worst Chad Lutzke ever? Definitely no. And again, all of Chad Lutzke's books are going to hover around that 4.5, 4.8 range, somewhere in there. There's nothing off the top of my head. I can't think of a book that I didn't like. I think I've liked everything I've ever read by him. So there you go. Avonwood Exodus. Good stuff. Check it out. If you've read this book already, then let me know in the comments if you liked it, if you hated it, whatever. And also, if I've piqued your interest on it, let me know if you're going to pick it up, because I would like to know. I would like to know what you're out there reading, and if there's anything similar to this that you've read, you know what? Let me know. Just go, hey, you know what? If you like Chad Lutzke, you'll like, because I've gotten a lot of books that I've been able to read and review because of that, because of people watching these videos. So I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate everybody watching all of my book review videos, all of my writing videos, all of my YouTube videos. We're trying to build this up, and it's working, and hopefully it will continue to build on and on and on. So, great book. Read it.